he's a super team builder.
Yay!
Building a meme coin 2 on Solana.
Oh.
That's valued $6.9 million.
Yay!
Pre-revenue.
Aww.
But he coded the whole thing himself for the Colosseum hackathon.
Yay!
Because he used Step.fun and Cursor.
Aww.
He made $1 million on Trump coin, however.
Yay!
However, he bridged the mantra and lost it all on own.
Aww.
Hey, we are not done yet. We still have the bigger battle to come. That's the breakout Colosseum.
Okay, everyone. Can you hear me, Vivek?
GM, yeah, I can hear you well. Good evening, good morning, everyone. And yeah, so today I am coming up with the topic RPCv2, which recently put by Solana Foundation and people like Solomon. And now, I'm very since beginning interested in this topic around account streaming and indexing. So I thought to get deep dive this week, and I am today showing you guys what I came up with in previous week. So yeah, thank you so much, Kekvi, for letting me getting on this call. And yeah, so let me start presenting some screen.
Yeah, okay. I think, but first, I think you can probably introduce a bit about yourself first, and then you can start.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'm Vivek. I was with I am super team Vietnam member. I am building Win network, which was data indexing and archiving network. Now, after reviewing RPCv2, I am thinking to move that project forward, more storage and robust streaming focused. So I am the Web3 builder, more focused on backend and infrastructure. And I love to build things and solve problems for Solana, specifically Solana data. So today I'm presenting about what we are going through with new solutions for Solana data, Solana RPCv2. yeah, so I can present my screen. Yeah, so I just prepared this deck a few minutes ago, so I think it's not robust yet, but like I'll make iterations later on this, and will share our solutions as well for like for both for all three like accounts, historical data uh, and streaming. So if I go through, let me share my screen instead. That's a better way. Yeah, so so I prepared this document to it's a bit long, but if you can go through, we have like three main domains for improving RPC on Solana. So first is account domain. I'll talk around the problems of this. Second one is your streaming domain, and third one is your historical domain. So second one here is historical domain, which like currently historical relies on big table and old faithful. So how we can utilize sport to reduce the cost and make the data availability efficient. And the third one is of course is streaming. uh, yeah, so third one is streaming, mostly based on the like currently Geyser plugins are used for streaming. So I'll just go through with all these things. First I'll go through with slides. So currently the monthly costs are insanely high for developers to build on Solana, specifically if they want to use Bigtable, or they want to use any Geyser plugins, or they want to run their own infra. The costs are very high. Hardware requirements to run RPC nodes for just like for a basic task like just indexing this a small amount of data is really very high, like 256 to 512 GB RAM and multiple cores of CPUs. And yeah, so for like solving these problems, everyone in the ecosystem putting their efforts very hard, specifically from foundations, new RFPs or new SIMDs are coming to solve these problems. And yeah, so currently talking about the RPC providers, what they face, like get program account. At current architecture, you need to index all like to just if you want to get a very little like you want to query the data, you need to go through all the program accounts to just query one account, which is not feasible at that moment. And that's why like the index time is very high for the yeah, for the query time is very high. And also for query the Geyser plugin limitations. So you need to run the whole RPC node to run the Geyser plugin, which I show you in this. Like you like if you need to run one particular thing, but RPC runs the everything, like you need to run the gossip protocol, you need to run turbine or transaction. This is what a developer need, but like you don't need the bank state, POH verification, word processing, or rocks DB, which is like 10 plus TV and consensus. You don't need these things to run the RPC. You just need gossip protocol and turbine to for your basic RPC or data needs. So that's why like currently validators or like full validator for just streaming a data doesn't make sense at all. And yeah, so I told you about like three domains: account, historical, and streaming. So on the historical side, like mm, if you querying the historical data, you need to actually, let me show you a quick diagram for it. You need to actually sort by every time, every slot, and every time stamp and load all the addresses from the index, all the signatures from the index, which is very slow. And also uh, like methods like get signatures for addresses, which limits to 10. But but like instead what we can do is like find all like we can do find all the addresses in the index, but like to we can manage it more a better functional way to just get a specific signature, not all the signatures. And uh, yeah so this is historical. And for accounts, I already told you, you need to the query time is very slow due to you need to query all the accounts for a specific program. And yeah so the current problems for account domain, account queries, timeout, order loads, no proper indexing for program account, and user plugin crash validators. So that's why like you need to build your own for proper indexing for program account. You need to build your own indexers, specifically running your own Giza plugins, which are very cost not at all cost friendly, and running a validator is not a feasible solution for any developer in the ecosystem. And how accounts domain work currently. So the here you can see like Giza plugin gets the stream to Kafka and multiple services. Then it goes to state services, index builder, and WebSockets, which uh, which makes it a bit complicated. You just need like on top of Giza server, you just need a stream indexer, and then you index your data. And yeah so for that, like you can have Redis for your hot account, Sketch, ClickHouse for complex queries, and Skylar for random accounts lookups. uh, and yeah so um, instead of the previous architecture, we can follow these choices. And for historical domain, currently Bigtable, which is mostly used, we are paying 70K per month for storage. And it's on Google Cloud. So it's, first of all, it's proprietary and it's vendor locked, so it doesn't at all make sense. But for to solve this problem, we the Solana data already migrated to Old Faithful White Triton, which is on Filecoin. But that's also not at all cost efficient due to the indexing problem from Filecoin itself. Is That's a different problem in itself. So yeah, and uh, so proposed solution for this gonna be like using ClickHouse storage with 10K per month cost, which is like already 7 times lower than this. And we can use any database, Postgres or anything for it. And for hot cache layer, we can utilize the Redis. And from using the uh, like very cold storage, which query time goes up to seconds or minutes, we can have a few milliseconds of query time. And yeah so here is like we can optimize like hot and cold storages instead of just putting historical data on on cold side. So with this, like with Fin network, what I was also doing was like we have like Old Faithful, which is on Filecoin, proof of replication storage, which is cold storage. Now I am building historical data of Solana on proof of data position, which is the hot storage. So where the index time is already low, and the cost of on the Filecoin is also not high as Bigtable, and also we can utilize ClickHouse, but like it's also a good solution. But yeah, so we should have like multiple tiering of storages. And yeah, so streaming node, which is you need a full RPC validator to stream the data. Currently the requirements are very high, and yeah, uh, it works like you receive the set from Gossip or Turbine, and uh, uh, so uh, currently there is multiple things involved, even RocksDB and Kafka. So that delays your query time, and uh, but our solution can be just simple, just no processing at all, and uh, one ratio and fan out for multiple consumers, and making it stateless. So yeah, so this is a quite expected impact for RPC provider, like almost 2 times cost reduction, and for uh, and query time makes very low, and for developers there is no timeout, and for the network less gossip congestion, more RPC providers can come, like after cutting all these things from here, like transaction banking, your RPC requirements already went very down, very low, and then it is very easy to run your own RPC node. So yeah, uh, so now I can go through with this document, and I'll also state our proposals now, and uh, here is yeah, this one. So for accounts, you just need a validator node, which we already cut down to the simple RPC node, removing all those unwanted stuff, which we can have like user stream and accounts RPC service. So here we can optimize Giza stream as a single data source, instead of like relying on multiple data sources, like complicating the RPC, and we can have complete for these get program account or get these methods, we need to implement JSON RPC again, and like for get program account, a new index structure b3 index x program ID without any account data in separate storage. uh, it actually it creates the separate storage for program b3 indexes on program ID, and yeah, so like this get token accounts, dedicated token account index, maintaining owner, and that token accounts mapping. And Yeah, so for SPL token query optimization, when finding all account for mint, it gets like from all this SPL token dedicated indexes, it just find the mint index and mint address for the particular account addresses, and it makes very easy to index the data. And yeah, so this with these few optimizations and with new architecture, we can have the efficient query of accounts. And for historical, I already told you to go with like multiple tiering. Yeah, so for historical, we can have a historical RPC service which have both query optimizer and pluggable storage. Pluggable storage is like ClickHouse, or we can implement any other, or like I'm doing with WinNetwork on Filecoin PDP for a bit faster storage, and query optimizer, which API which will have an API layer to run all the endpoints, like not like this, not like just limited to 10, but we can optimize these endpoints or methods to run much more better. And yeah, so for now, like we are focusing on these two, historical and accounts. Yeah, so this was overall description of like RPCv2 and how we are taking it to solve the RPC problem on Solana. Yeah, I think I can close. Yeah, if you have any other questions, you can ask me in the chat or somewhere. Yeah, in the chat you can ask.
Yeah. I don't see any question, and
Yeah, so no worries, but I will be keep in loop on my Twitter and multiple posts on my Twitter as well for this. And yeah, I will happy to share like with our improved proposals and multiple iterations. I will happy to share with you guys again. And yeah, thank you so much.
can you say your Twitter on the chat so people can follow
Yeah,
you?
I share my Twitter on is VivekPal0x. No, not this. Let me share on X. It is VivekPal0x, and yeah. So thank you so much for this call.
Okay. Okay. So I think yeah, no more question.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. So thank you, Vivek, for your very informative workshop, and
Thank you so much.
And we hope to see you again on your future workshop session with Super Team Vietnam. And for people. If you have any question, feel free to join on the Telegram of Super Team Vietnam and RPCv2. And he also send your Twitter, his Twitter, so you can follow him on the Twitter to update about what he does. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today, and see you next week. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.